Durwood Zaelke is the founder and president of the Institute for Governance and Sustainable Development. He joins me now live from Paris. Durwood, thank you very much indeed for your time. So, COP26, of course, just days away. How do you think this plan from China will be received?
Well, I think it is paired nicely with the U.S. plan that President Biden just announced. So you see the two biggest polluting countries stepping up to the plate ahead of COP26, putting their best foot forward. And I think it's extremely significant as a step forward. It's not the end of the game. It alone will not save the world, but it gives us the confidence that we are making progress and maybe we still can save the world. The Chinese plan, I think, also is notable because it focuses not only on CO2, but also on the non-CO2 short-lived climate pollutants. That includes methane, that includes the HFC hydrofluorocarbon refrigerants, and it includes black carbon soot. This is really important because those are the short-lived super climate pollutants. And when a country stops emitting them, they produce cooling almost instantaneously, within a matter of days, weeks, to a few years in the case of the HFCs and methane. So very important to recognize that we're solving two problems: a near-term problem that is just about to get beyond our control, and the long-term problem of decarbonizing as soon as possible. 2050 in the case of the U.S., even sooner, I hope, and then China perhaps a little bit later.
We generally sound very positive about all of these commitments from China, Durwood. Is it going far enough? Is there something else that China could have promised that you'd like to have seen done?
Well, I'd like to see China join the global methane pledge that the U.S. and the EU have put out, and probably 50, 60 other countries have already joined, because this represents the single biggest and fastest bite out of climate change that the world can take. And China has put methane in their new plan. Very glad to see that. And they could, of course, do more and they could move faster. That's true of every country of the world. So I'd say progress, but not yet the epic win that we need to save the planet.
Okay, so some very encouraging signs, at least from the United States and China. What do you hope, realistically, what do you hope will come out of COP26? Do you think we have any chance of reaching the goals set for 2030?
Well, I think we've done something remarkable already in the last few months. We've moved from the original goal of focused just on 2050. And thanks to the leadership of President Biden and his climate envoy, John Kerry, we've moved to a recognition that we have to win the sprint to 2030 to stay in the race long enough to be able to win to 2050. So that's hugely important. 2030 is the new 2050. President Macron said that at the Major Economies Forum meeting that President Biden hosted back in April on Earth Day. So you're seeing better progress, moving faster, and moving to the head of state level. This is very important. This is not an environmental problem. It's not an energy problem. This is a national security problem that embraces every other problem that a country would face, and it belongs at the head of state level.
It's great to get your thoughts on that, Durwood, and it's also great to have some positivity on this subject, because often that isn't the case. Durwood Zaelke there, thank you very much indeed.